Do you condemn any interference by Russia in the American election?
By Russia or anybody else?
You condemn their interference?
Of course I condemn. Of course I can. I don't know Putin. I have no idea.
I'm asking
I
you,
never met Putin. This is not my best friend. But if the United States got along with Russia, wouldn't be so bad.
I never met Putin. I don't know who Putin is. He said one nice thing about me. He said I'm a genius. I said thank you very much to the newspaper, and that was the end of it. I never met Putin.
As an example, I own the Miss Universe. I was in Russia. I was in Moscow recently. And I spoke indirectly and directly with President Putin, who could not have been nicer.
And have you had any dealings with the Russians?
Well, I've done a lot of business with the Russians.
They're commies, you know that.
Well,
they're commies.
Tough. They're smart and they're tough, and they're not looking so dumb right now, are they?
Well, it's Vladimir Putin. Have you ever met the guy?
Tough guy. I met him once.
Do you have a relationship with Vladimir Putin, a conversational relationship, or anything that you feel you have sway or influence over his government?
I do have a relationship, and I can tell you that he's very interested in what we're doing here today. He's probably very interested in what you and I are saying today, and I'm sure he's going to be seeing it in some form. But I do have a relationship with him, and I think it's very interesting to see what's happened.
What's your impression of this notion that the Russians are trying to help you get elected?
Well, I don't know anything about it. I can tell you, I think if I came up with that, they'd say, oh, it's a conspiracy theory. It's ridiculous. I mean, I have nothing to do with Russia. I don't have any jobs in Russia. I'm all over the world, but we're not involved in Russia. But it was just, I watched actually one of the people from the campaign of Hillary Clinton, who I call Crooked Hillary, and he was saying, he talked about Russia. He said, you know, it was Trump. It was Trump. It was almost like John Lovitz on The Liar, if you remember that from Saturday Night Live. It was Trump. It's so ridiculous, but they have to say something. They might as well blame me.
The theory is, and I want you to just address it head on, because I think that's the way you like to do things, is that somehow you have, you know, your companies are beholden to Russian investment, that Russian dollars have flown into your businesses, and that therefore somehow Putin could control you by threatening your business ventures.
I haven't heard that at all. I mean, I haven't heard that, but I have nothing to do with Russia. Nothing to do. I never met Putin. Nothing to do with Russia whatsoever.